Esmamo, let the green roots run, dancing with the daisies in the morning sun.
Hello everyone, welcome to Esmamo Gardens. Today let's look at this magnificent beauty of a plant called the bird's nest fern, Asplenium nidus. It's a tropical, non-toxic houseplant that thrives in warm, humid conditions with bright indirect light and evenly moist soil. This is an easy indoor plant. This is the epiphytic fern. It grows on trees, rocks in nature. Native to Southeast Asia, Australia, Pacific Island, and Hawaii. Bird's nest fern display a distinctive vase-shaped rosette habit, where broad apple-green fronds unfurl upward and outward from a tight central crown. There are slow-growing epiphytes growing on other trees or lithophytes that rely on collecting moisture and decaying organic matter in their central nest. The foliage of this plant, the fronds are smooth, undivided, and sword-shaped with a distinctive dark midrib. They can grow up to 50 to 100 cm long in the wild, though indoor specimen typically stays smaller. Bird's nest ferns have solid strap-like leaves, but some cultivated varieties feature ribbed, wavy, or finger-like split ends. In nature, these structural traits, along with the standard leaf fenestration holes or splits in other tropical plants, evolve to help the plant survive, catch light, and withstand windy tropical rainforest canopies. So the slits and splits allow harsh winds to pass through the foliage rather than catch it like a sail. This prevents the large leaves from tearing, snapping, or pulling the plant from its anchor. In dense forest canopies, overlapping solid leaves would block all light from reaching lower foliage. Splits and fenestration allow double sunlight to filter through to the lower leaves. It serves as a resource conservation. By cutting out tissue between the veins, the plant saves energy and allocates its resource towards thicker, stronger structural scaffolding rather than maintaining heavy, solid leaves. These tropical epiphytes thrive in high humidity. If the tips of your fern leaves are turning brown and crispy, the ambient air may be too dry. The brown marks on the back of your bird's nest fern are common. They are called reproductive spores or sporangia, the fern's natural way of reproducing. However, depending on their appearance, they could also indicate environmental stress or a pest infestation. What they should look like: neat, symmetrical, raised, fuzzy, or dashed lines running diagonally across the underside of the leaves. They are usually rusty or dark brown. This is completely normal for a mature fern. Do not scrape them off, as it can stress the plant. The bird's nest fern's leaves should feel stiff, thick, and leathery. Leathery and stiff, this is normal, healthy feel of a thriving bird's nest fern. The leaves emerge tightly rolled from the center rosette. If the leaves are crispy, peppery, or curly, this often indicates the surrounding air is too dry or the plant is receiving too little water. If it's soft, limp, or mushy, this is a major red flag. It typically points to overwatering or crown rot, which happens when water sits in the center of the plant. The crown point: all new growth comes from the very center of the rosette. If this central crown is damaged or begins to rot from overwatering, the plant will stop producing new leaves and eventually die. The fronds grow tightly together in the center, forming a vase or funnel that naturally catches water and falling debris. Brown fluffy or fuzzy material in the crown of your bird's nest fern is completely natural and harmless. It consists of soft, fibrous protective scales that naturally cover the center of the plant. As new fronds emerge from this center mound, they push through these scales and carry some of the brown fuzz outward, leaving it temporarily stuck on the unfolding leaves. This fuzz is a protective layer that shields tender developing leaves while they are growing in the center of the rosette. It is not a pest or disease. While it can sometimes be mistaken for a spider web or a fungal issue, healthy fuzz is completely normal. Looking at the size of this leaf, you can tell this is the latest leaf to emerge, and from then this is the one previous to that. As the leaf matured, it will get larger and broader than the last. Care tips for the crown: avoid digging in the fuzz, brushing it off, or watering directly into the center of the crown. Watering directly into the nest can cause the center of the fern to rot. Instead, water the surrounding soil. Remember to check your bird's nest fern for pests. Carefully inspect the deep central nest or rosette and the underside of the leaves. Watch out for mealybugs, white cotton masses, scale brown waxy bumps, or spider mites, the fine webbing, and dull speckled foliage. We found scale insects. They cling tightly to the stems of the fronds. They look like small raised brown bumps and can excrete a sticky residue, honeydew, on lower leaves. If the infestation is bad, move the infected plant away from all other houseplants to prevent the pests from spreading. But in this case, it's not that bad. To remove the scale, we're going to use a wipe rubbed with alcohol. When having a bad infestation, when using a spray, be careful not to let the liquid pool in the very center, the crown of the plant, as this leads to mold and rot. To keep your fern actively pushing out large ribbed fronds, you need to mimic its natural tropical environment. When it comes to light, place the fern in bright indirect sunlight such as an east or south facing window with filtered light. Direct sun will burn the delicate leaves. When it comes to soil, because these are epiphytes, they require loose, airy and fast draining soil to prevent root rot. Humidity: they thrive in steamy atmosphere. Bathroom, kitchens, rooms near a humidifier are excellent places to boost their size and shine. Repot your bird's nest fern every 2 to 3 years during spring using a pot that is only 3 to 5 centimeters larger than the previous one. Propagating bird's nest fern cannot be propagated from leaf cutting. The two most successful methods are division, separating natural offshoots, or growing from spurs. Division is the fastest and easiest method for home gardeners. Clean the leaves of your bird's fern regularly. Dust blocks sunlight and inhibits photosynthesis. Keeping the foliage clean helps the plant absorb light efficiently. Water at the soil level rather than pouring water directly into the central crown. Keep the potting medium evenly moist during spring and summer, but never soggy. Allow the top layer of soil to dry out slightly in winter. Looking to add glossy apple green fronds to your collection, the bird's nest fern is your plant. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you soon.